All right, what's going on this beautiful morning? Really quick, I'm gonna get my sunglasses out now that I think about it. A little bright this morning. On the way to the gym. It is a Saturday morning, on the morning that I'm filming this, and you know what? This might actually come out on Saturday. So, the point of this, I mean, it was already in the title, so you guys probably could have guessed it, but I'm just gonna be talking about splits, and here's why, right? So, I've tried multiple different splits. So this is based on my opinion, you know, I'm not going to back this with scientific results, but I will tell you like why I do some of the stuff, you know. So on the split that I run right now, I run I do push, pull, legs, rest. I'm trying to hold you guys straight here, so hopefully it's not like off kilter. I'm not like holding the phone, I'm just holding the tripod so it doesn't bounce around. I'm on some bumpy roads right now. But, so push, pull, legs, rest, and then upper, lower on one day, and then legs on the next, and then rest again. So 2 rest days, 5 days total of working out in the week, and then 2 rest days, which makes it a little bit more difficult to film content that is specifically me lifting, because there's 2 rest days in the week. So especially if I skip a day of like recording gym content, you know, and I just go in there and I work out and I don't record gym content, so then I gotta find 3 different things to fucking wasn't quite your turn. You didn't quite stop at the stop sign, but that's okay. But it just makes it difficult to record gym lifting content unless I were to splice up a video, you know, make a workout a 2-parter, which I don't have to do. I mean necessarily. I mean, unless I did a full body split. Now, look, I've done multiple splits. I've done the bro split. I've done push pull legs, rest. I've done push pull legs, rest, push pull legs, rest, which sound the same, but they are different. One of those is a 7-day split where you only get 1 day of rest, and one of those is an 8-day split where you get 2 days of rest, which is what I was running before I started doing this split. Now, and you know, I also was in high school where I did a split where I was working out twice a day. You know, I would do chest during the school day. And then after school, I'd go back into the gym and I'd work out arms. So, or I'd work out triceps. You know, it was chest in the middle of the day, and then triceps after school it ended, and then back in the middle of the day, biceps after the school it ended, and then it was just legs on Wednesday, I think, and then abs after school it ended, and then the cycle would repeat, and I've even done a full body for a couple of weeks most recently, mainly because I feel like I can fit a full body in with the reduction on hamstring work that I am forced to use. And look, man, the first one I'm gonna eliminate is the fucking, excuse my French, it is probably the one that I did in high school where I was working out twice a day. I mean, shit, you can work out twice a day if you want to, you know. You could do like chest in the middle of the day, but then I'd recommend doing like something completely unrelated to what you did in the middle of the day, like fucking biceps, you know what I'm saying? Or like pair it with the legs or abs, you know. Just one thing that I found in high school was that I was just super sore in the second movement of the day. I was like, anytime I try to do triceps, you know, I'd be like, holy smokes, I am sore. Like, my chest is sore, my triceps already have a little bit of fatigue in them from the chest workout earlier in the day, and it just didn't feel great, but I did it, you know. And then the second one I'm probably going to eliminate here is, give me a second, let me see if I can't get you guys. Maybe that one's a little bit more stable. The second one I'm going to eliminate is probably the bro split. You know, just that one doesn't have great scientific backing, as people would say. You know, I wouldn't There's just better ways to incorporate the movements and the muscle groups that you are trying to hit into the day. There's just better ways to do it. I've done it, you know, it's just not my forte, not my cup of tea anymore, you know, after getting a little bit of experience in the gym for myself personally. And then it comes down to like the 3 splits that I think people actually, I guess there's a 4th split. There's upper lower legs, rest, upper lower legs, rest, rest. So, no, that's only 6. Upper lower legs, rest. Oh yeah, upper lower legs, rest, rest. So, upper lower one day, legs one day, rest one day. Upper lower legs one day, or upper lower, no, not upper lower. Excuse, I don't know what I'm getting to, man. Upper one day, lower one day, rest. Upper one day, lower one day, rest, rest. So that's your 7-day split, basically. And that's a split that people rave about as well. I haven't tried that one necessarily. Actually, no, I've tried that one. Inadvertently, I've tried that one. Because lately, if I've been missing a push day, I'll combine it with my pull day. So I will effectively have done a upper, lower rest, upper, lower rest, rest. Which is fine. I just the 4 days a week is not necessarily something. I enjoy working out when I do work out, so that's why I prefer more than 4 days. But probably also less than 7. I think I'm pretty sure you can get away with 7 days a week of working out, honestly. I don't think, as long as you're sleeping during the night and you're getting good nutrition, I don't think that the lack of a rest day actually plays a huge role, as long as you're not like overly working yourself out and giving yourself way too much soreness to recover from. I think 7 days a week is, I've actually done it, and I did it for a while, and I don't think, you know, I think at a point in time you're going to accrue too much fatigue that you do need a rest day for, but I think there's worse splits, me personally. And then you got the one that I do, which is push, pull, legs, rest, upper, lower, rest. I like that one right now. I think that one might be my favorite because it gives me 2 days of rest, which is beneficial for the job that I do. Now, if I didn't do the job that I did, I would probably go back to a push, pull, legs, rest, push, pull, legs, rest, like an 8-day split, which incorporates 2 rest days. But honestly, that's you know, that just depends on the job that I work personally. I made that switch so that it was easier to recover from the workouts and still go to work and not feel like I have to wake up at the ass crack of dawn every single day to hit the gym before I go to work. And then, you know, it's tough to eliminate one of these last ones. I think the one that would get cut just based off of people's preferences is the 7-day lifting split. I know there's people that do it, and I look, man, I'm a fan of it. Okay, like I said, I like a 7-day lifting split. It's not bad. You can change the days of which you're hitting certain muscle groups to where you can fit in your weak points and whatnot, and not have to worry about losing something else. You know what I'm saying? But I think that just based off of calendar for most people, 7-day split is going to get eliminated next. And then you get the people that like full body. Look, I'm sure full body works for some people, but for me, I just be in the gym for too long when I'm hitting full body. You know, like I know I said that I enjoy lifting, and I really, really do. I don't have enough time before work to do a full body, and on the weekends, like right now, I have work to do at home. That isn't necessarily work I'm getting paid for, you know what I'm saying? So, this guy right here, but I kind of wanted it back. I'll just back in really quick. But I think that, you know, the next one to get eliminated would be that 7-day split. And then after that, it's personal preference, I would say, because you're in a good realm of like good split to do. So you wouldn't have to worry too much about, you know, like, oh, I want to make sure I'm hitting like all the right muscle groups twice a week, blah, 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 blah. Where am I in the lines, actually? I'm in. But I'll throw in park and finish the talk here. But, you know, it's just, I feel like a lot of those have different scientific backings, and one of them is not strides better than the other one, you know? I think that the base of everything is like, are you getting good rest? Are you eating? Because at that point, as long as those two factors are in, you're split between a push-pull legs, rest, upper, lower rest, and then your upper, lower rest, rest. Even a full body split, as long as you're hitting it correctly. I think, you know, once you have the other two factors of sleep and diet pulled into it, I think you can get great benefits from multiple of those splits. But right now, the one I'm running is push-pull legs, rest, upper, lower rest. And now people love to shit on push-pull legs as a split, but I think it's because they're thinking of you're just doing push-pull legs, rest. Or you're doing push-pull legs, rest, push-pull legs. Which, in the following start of the week, you'd be doing push-pull legs, rest, you know? So, like, you'd be working out 6 days in a row at some point. That's not the split that I'm talking about, you know? You could do that, right? You could do 6 days in a row with one rest day. That's, especially if you're not accruing too much fatigue, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not doing 8 sets of 20 on the bench press. You can recover from something like, at least I found that I didn't have too much of an issue with it. But then again, like I said, I worked out for 7 days in a row for a long period of time without no rest days. So, but I can understand why people would look down on the push-pull legs, rest, because that is 6 days of working out in a row with one rest day. And even though it's balanced, it's just a lot for a 7-day split. Whereas the way I viewed push-pull legs was I would do push-pull legs, rest, which is that 8-day split that I've been talking about this whole time. Which, I mean, I prefer a lot more because